What's up with it, world? We got another one kind of like the other one. Long awaited, most hated. This is Bigheaded Table Talk. I am your co-host with the most, BZ Mac and the handicap assassin. You already know my other brother.
What's popping with it, world? It's your boy Bigheaded. Thank y'all for rocking with us on another one. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell because it lets you know when we drop next. Now, in today's episode, I actually want to bring up that man Donald Trump, man. So basically, it's being said that he has to turn himself into Georgia for a $200,000 bail, man. He has to take a picture in there, and the sheriffs basically said they're gonna treat him like he a regular individual. They ain't gonna give him no special privileges. He still got to take his little intake photo and all that. They don't give a fuck. So I want to get your opinion of this, man. What you think about this? Yeah, man,
they just keep pulling out all the stops to try to tarnish Donald Trump's career, man. But yeah, like you said, he's been moving crazy these past decade and shit. So it's just a matter of time shit was gonna catch up. But why is it starting to catch up to him around the next election time?
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
Yeah, this shit don't make no sense.
That's what I was saying. Like, why wait all this time? You know what I mean? And then bring it up.
And then they only want to talk about all the negativity that Trump's been doing, like racism and sexist.
The border.
Yeah, and all that shit. But really, he was the only one that was doing something besides Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? I ain't see shit happen since Joe Biden. Like, shit got worse, I think, since Joe Biden came into office. But
yeah, it got worse. Joe Biden did a few good things, but for the most part, I mean, when he opened up them borders, he kind of threw all the good things out the door because the employment, went back up. The unemployment went back up. You know what I mean? You got a lot of people coming in.
Facts. And it's like everything that Trump did, he put his stamp on. He wanted to go undo, like,
yeah, exactly.
That shit don't make no sense.
The presidents always do that. They always try to undo what the last president did. But you got a person like Donald Trump that, he had the unemployment to the lowest that it's ever been in 50 years, right? He gave $255 million to minority colleges. He gave $85 million just to historically black colleges. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't understand where the debate really comes from. Like, he did more for blacks, minorities, all together as a whole than any of these presidents ever did, even Obama. So I don't understand.
I was about to say that same shit.
Yeah, I don't understand where the problems really lie. It's like, the border, I understand that, they want the border to be open so they can get their, stuff through the government because, they got to make money too. I understand the way this world works. You know what I mean? Sure. But I just don't understand how you down a man and you let him walk around for 2-3 years, before y'all even did anything about anything. And now all of a sudden he's running for president again and poof, now everything's just back in there, lawsuits, indictments.
Back in the day I didn't really agree with Trump, but nowadays he looks more sane than all these other people that are running and shit. Like,
it just looks like he does everything that he says.
No, for sure.
And now it looks like since they know Joe Biden really ain't doing the things that they were asking him for, now they're attacking Joe Biden on another level.
Nah, Joe Biden, to me, it's like he's only trying to save his own ass, like sending money to Ukraine and sending money here. What about your own people in your own, your own country? We're sitting here flourishing up before your eyes and shit, but that's the whole another agenda. They're just trying to get rid of us, like, for sure.
Well, because you got the people in Maui, right? The fires. Joe Biden.
Shit don't make no sense. Bro.
Where's the money? Where's the big billions of dollars?
And we're supposed to be
what they going through.
And we're supposed to be in debt, and he brings out $40 billion grant to these people and shit. Like,
to who?
He gave $12 million to what's it called? Ukraine. Then he gave another $12 million to Hawaii and shit, but it's like,
but $12 million, but he already didn't gave. But think about it like this,
and we've been in debt for years.
He didn't give Ukraine already hundreds of millions of dollars.
Exactly.
So he should have might as well just up the budget and give it all to Maui so they could fix it again. You know what I'm saying?
So who's really fighting the Ukraine and Russia war? Us or Ukraine?
We is.
Exactly.
So it don't make no sense at this point. They could try to down Donald Trump all they want.
That's all they could do is try to bring up all the negative shit, but what's the name? Joe Biden's such a saint. They got so much dirt. Like,
but let me ask you a question. So, do you feel like this is gonna affect his presidency going forward? Do you feel like he's gonna be the president, or do you think that he's gonna be in jail?
I don't know. It might slow him down a little bit, but like you said, he got 90 charges right now, and like you said, the more people coming out the woodworks with these trials, the worse it's gonna look for Donald. So, man, like you said, he just got to stand on business, take care of business, man, because really, that's all that matters in the end.
And I think that, he should have just not ran for president and they would have never charged him for any of these things.
No, but like you said, it makes him look like too greedy or some shit.
Because I feel like they would have let him go. You know what I'm saying? They would have let him just sell off into the sunset and be rich. You know what I'm saying? Right. But as soon as he tried to go for it again, it's like, man, we got to attack you. So in my personal opinion, I think he'll be in jail.
Yeah, they're going to go try to find all the dirt they can, you know what I'm saying? So he don't have to be, and that's exactly what they're doing.
But I heard something about a loophole in Georgia's laws say that basically he could be locked up in jail and still be the president if he wins the election, the votes. He could be locked up and still win.
Yeah, I think that happened before. I can't remember who it was.
I don't know. I never heard of it, but if that type of shit can go on, that's crazy.
That's that power right there, boy.
Hell yeah, but what else you got up for us next, P?
We gonna keep it rolling. And Neo right here. Neo had his
singer.
Yeah, he had his opinion on telling kids that they're confused and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Letting them pick their own gender. Yeah. He said kids ain't even old enough to express their feelings yet, and you guys are sitting there putting it on them, telling them it's okay to be transgender, or you know what I'm saying, all that other shit. But it's like, it's never okay to be with a child for making decisions at 8 years old for themselves. You know what I mean?
But you understand the government put in place a budget for this type of agenda.
No, that's sick as fuck. Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
Why would you even have a budget for this? Like, oh my god, bro.
It's population control because they don't want so many people on this earth. So it's easier for them to say, hey, well, you guys should, date each other. No guys and girls, just guys, girls. You know what I'm saying? It stops reproduction. People don't want people to reproduce, period. You know what I mean? In the world, you know what I mean? They want the world to be less. They want the poor to be gone. They want the rich to stay. They just want to take over like that in that type of way. They don't want basically, they don't want people to reproduce shit.
Yeah, they wasn't teaching us this shit in school. I can't agree with none of this shit.
No, I don't agree with it. But you notice that the millions of dollars are getting placed into these commercials to teach the kids, like,
no, for sure, not just commercials, cartoons, TV shows, Disney movies, all that shit. They don't stop. They don't pull no stops out.
Nah,
they getting their message across, their agenda across, and it's just sad.
That's why you could tell it's millions of dollars even put into promotion.
And people are trying to bully Neo into believing, you know what I mean, that sick way that they're believing, man. When we all got our different ways of believing, you don't put nothing like that on kids. I'm saying that's bullying them, telling them, oh, you got to be this way and you got to be that way and you can't be like this.
But see, to me, I commend Neo because you got a lot of people, a lot of singers, a lot of rappers, they won't speak up. You know what I'm saying? They just want to make the money and keep the shit on the low because they ain't trying to mess up their opportunity. You know what I mean? And I feel like when you see something so blatantly in your face, you have to speak up on it because if you just keep letting things go on like this, and that says a lot about you, you know what I'm saying? Especially being in a position of power.
And social media is such a big part in these kids' lives. Like some kids won't even want to go to school because they can't take their phone and shit. That's how bad shit's fucked up.
I think that kids should not have their phone in school though, because
facts.
Yeah, so I feel like that should be okay. Like teachers should.
Some kids are so attached to their phone they won't go to school. They rather do homeschool to sit on their phone all day.
No. I hear what you're saying, but I feel like there's a lot of parents, right, that go against what you said. Like my son or daughter needs their phone in school or whatever, just in case this happens and that happens. And I understand those types of things, but when you have a student in class on Instagram all day, right? You don't need that. And these children, like you said, they need to understand that. Like you at school to learn. You're not really at school to be on your phone.
And every day their mind's growing and they're just sitting there putting all this weird shit into the kids' heads and the kids are running with it because that's what they're teaching at school. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what the money is allotted to. So they putting all that money into this weird, oh, you guys date the girls, boys.
No, they're putting money in to teach same sex in school. Like
everything. So it's like, and you know what? It's like they don't want you to hit your kids or discipline your kids. You go to jail for that shit. They want the kids, the next generation, to grow up out of control so they can lock them all up.
And they want facts. They want them to grow up confused. So
it's a part of gentrification, though.
So facts, and they can control them.
Facts, man. They want the poor to be out of here. But you know what I want to talk about actually off of that? So, in Maui, man, those fires that they happened, and people are saying that in Maui, basically they seen a flash in the forest, and it's actually on a video, and basically the fire started like that.
Yeah, y'all can look it up yourself. Y'all don't believe it, man.
Now some people are saying
that shit don't make no sense to me, man.
Now some people are sitting here saying that, oh, that was the PG&E lines and it fell down in the forest and made a fire start, right? But there's no evidence of that. And then when I see them pushing this agenda on everyone, trying to say like, oh yeah, exactly when the flash happened, the PG&E went out, and it's like they're trying to sell it too much, almost like something else started those fires.
Nah, like you said, there's so much satellites, so it's got to be like satellites for sure. Like it's got to be way more than PG&E. Like this shit is planned for sure. Because how would the damn boats in the water catch fire from a forest fire? Like how would the water fire get from the water to get
Don't
the
make no
boats?
sense.
And only the nice houses in Maui
Yeah.
got taken out. Like this shit ain't making no sense. And now there's fires in Greece too. Like
And it's all a way for the property value to go down.
property value, population.
So you know
control.
that property value is worth a lot of money. So you're gonna have the rich right now going in there.
Nah, you know what? Yeah,
Everyone that wants to sell, the rich is gonna come in and buy because they know they can rebuild it.
and it sends Joe Biden over there so he could start pilfering around and they could take over Hawaii because Hawaii's like the last of the good islands we got.
Exactly,
that ain't,
man.
That ain't, you know
That's
what I
a
mean?
good point.
Brainwashed and shit. So that's all they needed is for like the government to get over there, step foot, and start fucking shit up next.
But you got a lot of PG&E workers. You got a lot of different people saying that something else started those fires. They seen it come
I
from the
believe
sky.
it. Nah, because that shit
Yeah.
don't sit no. How would it? Nah. That
And
shit
why
don't-
you always blaming shit on PG&E?
Nah, that's because that's
Like,
an easy. That's
Yeah,
an easy.
like come on, man. Y'all always blaming fires on PG&E,
Nah, that's
the
facts,
poles and shit. Like the winds was blowing real hard. You know what I mean? I understand that part. But the thing is that if everyone's sitting here saying these stories that something else happened and y'all burying the stories, like we don't even really hear about it, it's making me think that, you know, it's a conspiracy. Like y'all doing this to drop the property value. It's the same thing. Like I said, like when you have a lot of rich people living in a certain type of place and y'all want that land, the easiest thing to do is either burn it down,
Wipe them out.
or put crime there,
Or
right?
put famine there. Get it like diseases type shit.
Type shit.
COVID,
So everybody
whatever.
leaves because it's going to drop property value. Then you got the rich coming in buying it up. It's all part of a plan, and people are starting to see it. That's why they're starting to
for
speak
sure.
up about it. You know.
And you know, Hawaii never needed our help, man. They didn't need our help until we messed it up. You know what I mean?
Facts. It was a pure island. Everybody
sure.
was out there. It's just, you know, when it comes to the land in the United States,
Sacred land too.
yeah, the sacred land, it's like a lot of people are greedy. They want it. They trying to take it over. You got Bill Gates buying all this farmland because they know if they can control.
He's the biggest owner of farmland in America.
Yeah, because if you can own farmland, you can control the food.
No,
You can
that's
control
facts.
everything that goes in our body. You control the waterways. Like he buying all kind of shit, like river, natural.
that shit makes me sick.
Yeah, it's like it's smart, but it's dirty because they're not doing the right things with what they're acquiring. But God sees everything. You know what I mean? God sees all these natural disasters and
for sure.
and shit like that, and He knows what's natural and He knows what they're creating.
Speaking of which, since it's been so hot, you know what I mean, this whole summer, no, I ain't seen no natural fires until now.
Facts, P.
That shit is blowing my mind. I was at least going to see like a lot of, because it's been 120 like for weeks and shit.
Yeah.
And I ain't seen not one wildfire. Now all of a sudden the heat stops down and now there's wildfires and shit. So this shit ain't making no sense, people. Y'all do your research, man.
Yeah, please do your research. And there's a lot of people that are saying those fires started from something else, but you know they're being pushed out of the media right now. So
Nah, but for sure, if you can't look down, where you gonna look?
facts, man. But what else you got up for us, P?
Man, we gonna get into this AI in the music industry, man.
Okay.
How you feel about AI taking over? It ain't sitting right with a lot of artists. They're trying to like take it to court, take it to the Supreme Court, say it's unpresidential and unhuman. But it helps a lot of people who's like
That nigga
career.
said presidential.
Yeah.
Unhuman.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
But nah, like they trying to say it's like taking over shit for sure.
All right. Well, I'm a fan, first of all, right? Before I get on here and talk crazy, I'm a fan of AI. First of all, I like the fact that you can get Tupac on a song with Nate Dogg.
Nah, that's about it. Like,
You know what I'm saying? That was a dope song. I think it was called My Four Cornered Room or something
nah,
like
yeah,
that.
I heard about that one, and I heard of Tupac and DMX. Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, I really like that Nate Dogg and Tupac one. So,
Nah, yeah, that's epic right there.
me personally, I would say, you know, I mean, it's not good if you're gonna be using people's shit and stealing from them. But if you get permission, like if they family be like, hey, make Tupac a couple new songs, you feel me, or make Biggie a couple new songs. If they are part of it and they okay with it, then I think it's okay. But the minute that you just doing shit on your own and stealing from them people,
Nah,
because
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, because you can't be stealing from people.
Yeah,
bro.
don't be trying to make new Tupac music and shit.
Unless you was to ask somebody in Tupac family, you know, Tupac still got family that's here. Ask somebody that got the estate, like, hey, can we make a new Tupac song? Or I made this song, y'all listen to it. Tell me what y'all think.
Nah, facts. But the only good thing about it is like, the bad thing is, like, there's a good and a bad. There's good that you don't have to like use your voice as much and shit. But for the people that are still working, like that's gonna mess up their sales and everything. Like,
yeah, for the people that's working, like I don't think you should be able to do it to artists that are present.
To cheat and shit.
Like you got artists that are here today that are still making music. There's no reason why you need to use that shit to make one of their songs. Like you should be able to get sued for that shit.
No, like for instance, when what's his name from Rockefeller?
Who
he got shot in his throat.
Beanie Siegel. His throat and shit's going out. So he said he likes AI because his voice isn't the same no more, and it can give him that same cadence. But that's what I'm saying. Like if you was here, that's like a choice you would have to make on your own.
Yeah.
Like a person that's not here, and you got a lot of fans that want to hear their music. You know, they made some dope music. So
facts.
I mean that could be something that you should talk about they family or
talk
about with their
family
or their state.
Because I see a lot of people just using people's voices like, oh, this new Drake song and da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And that shit sounds like Drake did the same exact song. Like,
that's not cool.
And now all these artists are getting mad and shit.
Like Drake, when they doing the Drake shit, Drake should sue the hell out of them. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Drake is like empowering it. He's posting it all types of
shit. He likes it?
Yeah.
Okay, well then, I mean, if he ain't mad, then I can't get mad though.
It's the other rappers that ain't making money getting mad about it.
Okay. I can't get mad. I can't be one to
not
fight
just
nigga battles if you don't want to fight.
Not just rappers, like artists, bands, all types of shit. Like they could do a Gotti song.
That's cool, but
take
like
your voice and
you got some dope ass artists like the Beatles. You got some dope ass people that people want to hear. Elvis. Like
all facts.
That's what I'm saying. Like if y'all could,
Elvis and Michael Jackson got on a song together.
So I'm saying if y'all can make some new shit, I mean that ain't nothing wrong with that. But y'all gotta get permission. Don't be doing that shit. Because y'all think y'all could just do it. That ain't cool.
No, I be seeing that a lot. People just be having it and typing shit in like, oh, Drake sings a rock song or something weird shit. Like,
yeah, that shit weird as fuck. But you know what I want to bring up next, man? So basically, the Supreme Court Judge Clarence Thomas, his failure to report his business dealings with a billionaire named Crow and other wealthy friends basically violates they're trying to say it violates the California ethics code, right? So this judge was receiving trips, and he's a black judge, and he was going to sports events, all types of different things, and basically he has 4 billionaire friends, and they're basically paying for all this stuff, and they're trying to say that he was violating codes and ethics. But when they looked into the situation, basically they had no business with this dude. Like they never had no criminal cases. He ain't connected with them in any business, not even none of their family, their friends, nothing. They look deep.
No,
so,
you know why? Because they seen him living some type of way, and they wanted to say, oh, where's this money coming from?
You think it's because the fact that he's black, and maybe they want him out of there? The other 2 justices are white,
for sure,
and they feel like
maybe where do you see black judges? You still don't see that many black judges.
You don't. You see a few, but you don't see many. And
like you said, they're trying to get them all out. They're trying to get Judge Mathis out. They're trying to get all them fools out.
No, I'm saying if there's a way to get him out, they're gonna get him out.
Yeah, so they're just trying to find some little smut to throw up on his name. You know what I mean? Exactly.
Yeah, but my thing was when I researched the case, I was like, damn, like if I got some rich friends and they buy me some tickets to go to a ball game, I mean, and I'm the judge. Does that mean that I'm really doing something illegal for him? Like, I don't know if that really mean that though.
That's what I'm saying. So what if a police sergeant still got drug dealer friends? Is that bad? Is that the same shit or?
Nah, that's just nothing wrong. Like that don't.
That's mean probably worse than what this nigga's doing. Like,
yeah, but this dude right here, that don't mean that he doing nothing wrong because he got homies that's billionaires and they doing stuff for him. Like I think it's purely based on the color of his skin because you have had a lot of senators, a lot of presidents, even a lot of people that's been running for president that got billionaires and all kind of mobsters paying for their presidency funds and all kind of shit.
Sure. They're still going on today for sure.
Yeah, but they don't ever bring that up unless they
mobsters are politicians nowadays.
Got some tin on it, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, it didn't make no sense to me, but he's a dope person. You know what I'm saying? Basically, he rose up from the bottom. You know what I mean? He got himself in a position like this. And then when you look into the case, like he ain't really even did nothing wrong. These are just friends. And anyone can get you a gift.
False accusations, really.
It's just like, yeah, I mean, shit, if I bought you
I'd be pissed if people, if I was a judge and people try to dig some shit up on me.
Like if you was a judge and I was your homeboy and I said, fuck it.
I'll for sure counter sue.
We going, I'm finna send you on these trips and you finna go to this game. I ain't finna go with you. because I got other shit I'm doing. But here go these tickets. I got these tickets. That don't mean that you really doing something for me though. You feel me? That's like really just like looking for something.
And if he was taking like bribes from good drug dealers, it'd be different. But these are millionaires. Just,
they already looked into it. You know,
exactly.
That's the feds. So it was kind of crazy to me. Like, man, it'd be like conspiracy theories and bullshit like that. Y'all make up bullshit just so you can make somebody look bad. You feel me? But it's like, man, a black judge, we need more of those. We need more Mexican judges. You know what I mean? We need more people in the office that look like us. You know what I mean? We don't need these motherfuckers in office that want to be, you know what I mean, going against us and putting us in jail for the rest of our lives, or dictating the fact that we got friends in higher places that's just trying to give us a gift.
Nah, like you said, we're too separated right now by hatred, and that shit ain't gonna get us nowhere.
But separation's been going on since the beginning.
Nah, but it's getting thicker now. Like, it's getting back to like the old days and shit.
But a lot of people, this is my opinion too, and this is what I see. A lot of people are feeling this. They want it to be segregated. They don't want the world to be mixed up.
Facts. Which brings me into my next segment for sure.
Yeah, because
Choppa, man, said that the only way we could thrive is if, like you said, they need negativity to fuel the black community. And what do you think about that? I think he's pretty right, for sure.
You definitely need negativity. I could put out the most positive story in the world, right? Facts. And ain't nobody gonna watch it.
For sure.
But the minute I put out C-Mac Crip walking in LA, right? You gonna have 1,000, 2,000 views. It's the truth.
Oh, facts.
And it's like, how does that I mean, that don't even add up.
Make sense at all.
Yeah, it don't add sense. It don't 2 + 2 don't equal 4 on that one.
Same with music, man.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I can't believe positive is getting overshadowed by all negative these days. Like, you got people that are giving out free food to homeless, giving them clothes. You know, no one ever highlights these things. And if they did, it still wouldn't do the numbers as if a person went over there and slapped a homeless person. You know what I mean? And it's, I mean, NLE Choppa, he right, bro. You know what I mean? Like, how do you feel about it?
I highly agree with that shit. Because the more negative the music is, the more popular it is. And the more negative the movies and shit are, the more popular it is. And that shit's just nuts. But that's how we were raised, really. But just sucks when you start to see how clear their agenda was. Like, from back in the days, gangster rap was an agenda. They put that in the communities to turn us against each other. And it's still carrying on to this day. That's why they're surprised they're sitting back getting rich off this shit.
Yeah.
And I seen this interview where a lot of those the OGs in hip hop, like Busy Bone and all them, KRS-One, like they said, they went to a meeting. They said they had to go with this, or they're gonna get, you know what I mean, get rolled over, roll with it, or get rolled on. So that's why you see how negative the music is, and the positive shit don't last that longer. It's not as broadcasted in mainstream and shit.
Nah, you can't run on the news. They can't run a positive story. I can't run a positive story on the news. They can't run, or ain't nobody gonna watch the shit. Nah, nobody don't want to see nothing good these days. Everybody want to see something bad, and you know what he's saying is the truth. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to NLE Choppa.
Yeah, like, man. Facts.
Motherfucker can't do nothing good these days. It got to be all bad, or else it just ain't gonna work. The story ain't gonna work, and you ain't gonna get where you trying to go.
Especially on, like you said, the black community, they've been doing that shit all since for centuries. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
Trying to put you guys in the middle just for their entertainment, man, and it's just getting, like you said.
Yeah, it's just like, you know,
they learned how to turn it against you. Oh, you make negative music. And
yeah, well, they promote it. They want you to make that shit.
Controversy sales.
Saying
Sick,
this
man.
Drill music, this Chicago shit. Why you think they all got deals?
Nah, now you got New York drill funking with Chicago drill, bro. They're up in each other's cities, funking with each other. I mean,
but what they noticed was, hey, let me put these youngsters on that's talking about kill, 30 switches, right? Mm-hmm. If I put these people on,
who could kill the best?
Yeah, they gonna make the whole world basically want to do what they saying, because everyone looks up to a rapper, right? So it was a smart move when you look at it as divide and conquer.
They just using this as check moves and check.
Exactly, like it was a smart move when you look at it as divide and conquer.
You say Chicago started drill, and then New Yorkers say they started drill, and then they'll just be going at it.
None of them did, like London and all them did.
That's
and then
facts. London did, bro. What the fuck? I forgot about.
You had the Chicago shit,
UK grime shit.
Yeah, but like UK, and then they used to make that kind of music way back. Like I don't know what the fuck everybody talking about. That don't make no sense when they say that. You feel me?
Like you said, I barely started seeing it more in like Chief Keef, but like you said, they could have been doing it before.
But
Chief
we not
Keef.
from London and UK and shit like that. They was always going at each other with that crazy shit. But they wasn't talking about shoot you with guns. They was I'm gonna stab you with a knife and shit.
For real, they do.
They can't have guns over there.
Shout out UK and all that, man.
For real, man. But you know what I want to talk about next in Chicago, man. 40 people got shot last weekend, man. Damn. So that was like 3 days ago, basically. And
it's always like that.
7 people got killed. But when I did some research, so I was like, man, why is this happening? You feel me? Because I can't keep talking about this shit without having a solution. So when I started researching, it's like all the drug routes basically go to Chicago, St. Louis, Detroit, Cleveland, Ohio, these type of places to where they trying to bring up the property value because they know there's the most land, right?
We could take a freeway all the way to California, all the way to Chicago right now, for sure. Straight there, all the way.
Yeah, so what they saying basically is that they bring the guns and drugs over there and shit because they trying to take out the population over there as fast as they can so that they can do the same thing they're doing in Maui, the same thing they're doing in San Francisco, because it's a little bit more valuable over there is what I researched.
No, for sure. And even though it's cheaper, I was just about to say that. I was like, all this shit wasn't going on with Michael Jordan and shit was out there for sure. No. Only when Al Capone and all them fools. And then they stopped that, but it was still going on. They had to get into the new generation. Now the new generation's that.
Well, and then like I was doing a lot of research, and when I looked into it, it was like back in the days when you lived by some water, like that was the quickest. That was the expensive. No, that was the expensive. Like everybody wanted to be by the water. San Francisco's, and that's where you get the most. Hawaii. That's the most expensive places to live and shit. Facts. Off the water, right?
Facts.
Right. So what's happening
Not even
is
there, even out here, like little canals.
But these days, the land is worth more money. So the Midwest places that I named, and Chicago also, Chicago's a little bit more southern, eastern, whatever. But when they started figuring out, we need land now. We don't care about the water, the oceans, being beachfront property. This ain't Miami, you know what I'm saying? This ain't Scarface like the movies. We need land. We need the big farms, and we need all that. That's when they started. I think it was said to be about 20 years ago is when they started the agenda to send the guns and the drugs and everything.
And that sounds about right, because it's been hot ever since then. Yeah,
you got your Big Meech days and shit like that, and then a little bit before Big Meech days, they were saying basically it was starting to get funneled out there. There was routes and trade routes.
Same with Detroit.
Detroit's what I'm talking about. Yeah. But
Detroit's right there by Chicago. Yep.
Yeah, you got Detroit, Chicago, but Meech and them, they just because people think they was. They from Detroit, but they was in all those places.
No, Big Meech took it out of Detroit. Yeah,
I'm talking about like the movies and shit tell you that, but they been, bro. You don't become a millionaire, and you don't become a millionaire in Detroit.
You got to go to North Carolina, all that.
That's what I'm trying to say. You don't become it's like you don't become a millionaire in Stockton.
Facts.
It just doesn't happen. You probably have to go to Sacramento and you would have to move around. You'd have to get San Francisco. You'd have to lock a few different places because right here, if you just try to be the man here, you probably go to jail. You probably go to jail a lot sooner instead of.
Yeah, if you ain't doing it legit, like.
Just whatever.
The only millionaire I really seen was Ralph White growing up, and I don't even think he's a millionaire no more.
No, he's probably a millionaire.
He's still in Stockton.
He's definitely a millionaire, but he's content with where he's at. Ralph White is a different type of individual. He's not looking.
You have to be comfortable all around here.
He's not looking for the glitz and the glam no more. You feel me? He's just looking to live a nice life at his house that he grew up in that neighborhood, and that's it. You feel me? And where you got the most wealthiest at, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes that means the most. But I just think about it like when we go back to what we were talking about Chicago and shit, and how they're sending a lot of the drugs and the guns over there, and you see a lot of the killing, right? So you see a lot of the killing like mainly focused over there, and you see it always reported on the news, and the government and everybody, they're getting happy because they're seeing like, okay, boom, we got this many people, we got 10 million people, 10 million minorities we got to kill off, right? So if I can, today we got 50, tomorrow, next weekend we gonna get 100. They just counting down those numbers until they could take over that shit because the property value over there is going up. Nobody don't want to live in these these cities and be all congested. Everybody wants land, and that's why they're doing it.
When they're all congested on top of each other, you just start wanting to shoot each other.
Yeah,
that's exactly.
Well, I mean, I feel like once you set in place gangs like the government, so once they set in place gangs or gangs migrate, you can say whatever you want to say because I feel like some gangs are like made up these days.
No, there's so many I can't even.
That's what I'm saying. Like some gangs are like almost like made up by the FBI and the CIA just to wreak havoc. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got the people that ran inside the White House, for instance. Like, those are like, is it Antifa?
Antifa,
Yeah. I think that's like the type of thing that the CIA and the government make up. We ain't never heard about that all of our life. How old is we? You know, we're in our 30s, you know? Almost damn near to our 40 years on this earth. We ain't never heard no things like this.
Those are like anti-terrorist groups and shit.
Yeah, but we've never heard. All we heard was Bin Laden and them, and you know what I mean? They never really told us, oh, these homeland groups. So bro.
The more hate they spread, the more it's in our own backyard. Like
I just think they're creating. I think they're creating these groups just to wreak havoc on the world. I don't even think I don't think all the people that ran inside the White House was just regular fucking Donald Trump supporters.
No, they threw some government up in there with him and let him fuck it up. Like,
yeah, like
I don't know how they get the door open, but they couldn't get the door open all these years. Now all of a sudden they get the doors open and shit.
And then who ain't scared to just run in there and do that shit? Some people that's already in the know, and y'all got them in there doing that shit. So that's why they doing it, and they just provoking.
And then you add stupid people in the mix, and it's all fucking crazy.
And you've been around squares before, you know this. So you know when you provoke a square to do something, what they gonna do? They gonna do it. Right? But you got to have the real people that's like, man, let's go do it. No, I'm finna really show you. We finna go do it. You know what I mean?
Same with that, what's it called, shooting? That little kid shooting. When he shot up all the, when they were protesting or rioting or whatever.
Oh, yeah, and he got pumped up. Yeah.
If you give stupid people guns, they do stupid shit.
But they got to get pumped up. They got to get radicalized. But something, they got these little hate websites, and if people are saying they're ran by the CIA, the FBI, you know.
Yeah, no, they got their own little gangs too, for sure.
Yeah, they implant them inside society, and then not only do they wreak havoc, but they also like get intelligence. You know what I mean? They
some spies and shit.
Exactly. It's smart to take down crime, but at the same time, like when you're doing this to certain communities like Chicago, just for property value and shit like that, and farmland, and Detroit's and Ohio's and Cleveland's and
just a monopoly, big ass monopoly game for sure.
Yeah, it's just not okay. But what else you got up for us, P?
Man, speaking of Chicago, we got your boy Lil Reese. He was calling out Adam 22, man. He said, "Why are you always talking bad about me and asking people about me, but shit ain't true? Why don't you come ask me?"
Which one is Lil Reese?
Lil Reese, the one that got shot in his throat. He came up with
on that parking garage.
Yeah,
yeah. Lil Reese.
He's been falling off lately, man.
No, I think Lil Reese, man. If he was saying why you always talking about me, you know, Adam's a reporter, right? And
that fool thrives on negativity, and he's gonna make some shit up for sure.
Yeah, and when you're a reporter, bro, you're looking for a story every single day, every single second of the day. You're looking for a story. Lil Reese probably shouldn't take it so personal.
Yeah, so he must have been saying some true shit. If you know what I'm saying, you want to call up to the podcast and start, you know what I'm saying, going off on him and shit.
Not facts, and it's like, bro, if anything, your career kind of falling off. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it 100. And at least Adam's keeping your name relevant.
Nah, facts. Adam 22, that's how he gets his check.
I'm not saying Adam's right about other situations, but in this type of situation, like you saying why he talking about you, but
he's probably just mad because he got Yellow interview and FIG Batman, whatever.
But a bigger thing about that is that it don't even matter, bro. At the same time, like your career kind of dying down.
Yeah, man.
You kind of need
that's
Adam.
What it looks like to me. He's just trying to get some motion.
You better go ahead and get that motion from Adam and be quiet. You feel me?
Yeah, you need that interview from Adam.
Facts, sure. Everything I love, man. But you know, what else would you say?
Other than that, man.
You said so that was Lil Reese, man.
Yeah, Lil Reese.
Well, man, hey, shouts out to him. But Adam do be doing some weird shit, man. So I ain't gonna say Adam be doing the best shit when it comes down to, you know what I'm saying, his messiness. But that type of shit, bro, if you ain't getting no motion, man, you should take your motion, man.
Yeah, good luck with all that, bitch.
Facts, Lil Reese, man. And I hope you know what I'm saying, come back and make some dope music or use AI, because I know his dope messed up too. No disrespect, though. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
for real, though. No disrespect, bro. But you know what I want to talk about next? I want to talk about that man, Joey Torres. So basically, he went to jail when he was younger. I believe it was for murder or attempted murder. I think he did
Joey Torres.
Yeah, he was on Vlad TV. So people probably ain't gonna know who this is, but y'all go look up Joey Torres, basically. And he's talking about boxing. He's talking about all his life he grew up into boxing. And basically, he's a South Sider too. No disrespect to nobody, but he's an advocate. He helped a lot of people from jail and prison. He finally got out. Very smart man too. So Joey Torres, definitely go check him out. But he basically said that boxing is fixed. and rigged these days. He said a lot of these fighters and undefeated records, they're just all rigged, and everything is about like making money, like the people at the top. Yeah, like the people at the top let everyone else bet and lose. And they know, like, if the odds are this way, that way, then we're going to bet the other way so we can make the most money. So I want to get your opinion, right?
I don't know. It sounds about right.
What you think?
Because Jake Paul been winning too much, but I don't know. He's been knocking niggas clearly out. So it's like, I don't know if that shit's fixed. Niggas is going out there, hey, okay, knocking me out and getting the check.
Jake Paul, Joey Torres and them, they wasn't talking about, like, people like that. They talking about real boxers, like, you know, your Mike Tyson.
So he ain't a real boxer now?
Jake Paul?
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider him a real boxer.
Damn, you hear that? No, fuck with you.
Well, I'm gonna just tell you why though. I wouldn't consider Jake Paul a real boxer. He said
boxing, really? That's
no, because I'm saying like I don't know if he fights at. I don't know. I think he fights at light heavyweight. I believe Jake Paul, right? But you got your probably worst light heavyweight that's a professional right now, right? That'll mop Jake Paul and send him through the ropes. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that he's a real boxer. I think he goes out and picks good competition and puts on good performances.
So what's his name wasn't a real boxer?
Which one? Tommy Fury? He won.
Damn.
And see, the thing about Tommy Fury is that's like the low level boxer. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Damn.
You just made a good point.
So who do you think he would be good boxing with?
Who?
Jake Paul.
He'll be good boxing with people that he picks. Whoever he picks, like, I'm gonna go fight BZ Mac, you know what I'm saying, in a wheelchair. I'm gonna go fight Gotti that ain't had no profession. So it's just like some entertainment type shit. My mama, nigga, it's like the niggas that I could win. Now, I'm not saying that Jake Paul could whip me.
So you're not saying he revived boxing? So you're saying he didn't revive boxing?
I'm saying that he brought a lot of attention because of his YouTube. He's a big YouTuber, and of course, it's gonna bring a lot of fans from that. Did Jake Paul revive boxing? Nah. I feel like Gervonta Davis, Terrence Crawford. You know you got a lot of names. Adrian
just
Boner,
started coming back.
Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather. Like ain't nothing ever been wrong with boxing. The problem with boxing was that UFC came out. If everyone can remember.
No, for sure. I was just about to say that because shit was way more entertaining.
So once UFC came into play, then motherfuckers is like, oh shit, nigga, we gotta watch UFC. They kicking, hitting niggas with elbows. Remember, it was real uncut at first, so it was real exciting. You feel me? I'm not finna sit up here and lie. But has boxing ever went anywhere? Like, nah, hell nah. But just the numbers went down because you had UFC. But when people realize, like, okay, boxing is still dope. Like, you ain't gonna always be able to grab somebody. Like, you might have a wrestler, but if this boxer piece you up before he can get to him.
Yeah, but boxing was started dying down when what's his name retired and shit, Mayweather, and then Mayweather couldn't retire, wanted to keep coming back, taking little ass fights and shit.
You know what? And that gets me into this, man. That gets me into Jake Paul, right? That gets me into the Jake Paul and like Nate Diaz. So it's like Nate Diaz and Jake Paul are supposed to have an MMA fight, right? And if Jake Paul was to get those little gloves on his hands, and Nate Diaz was to miss one of those grapples, if he was just to miss by a little bit, and Jake Paul was to boom him, because Jake Paul can hit hard, I think it might be over.
That's what I'm saying. I think he is a boxer, but I just want, like you said, I want to see him fight a real boxer, like a real, you know what I'm saying?
I just feel like a boxer can hit hard. They focus on the hands. You feel me? So an MMA fighter is always good, but they got to get a hold of you. A boxer's fast too. Don't get it fucked up. So if a nigga trying to grab you or something or swing with you and he can't swing with you, you might get mocked before he can grab him. You know what I mean?
No, for real.
A real good boxer, like Floyd Mayweather, for instance. Like if Floyd Mayweather fought, I don't know, Conor McGregor back in their primes, right? I feel like Floyd Mayweather might not let Conor McGregor grab him. You know what I'm saying? His hands was too fast. He might with those small gloves. I'm talking about the power is different because you know boxing they got them.
No, yeah, because Floyd's like defense, so he ain't gonna be like you said. He's gonna run for sure.
He's gonna run and then he's gonna crack him. He's gonna catch him one time with those small gloves with his knuckle,
back boom, like a boom,
and he's gonna really, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna give it to him. So I don't know.
Like you said, I don't even see Floyd wrestling around like that.
No, I just feel like he'll uppercut you though. You know what I'm saying? Like one of them little low punches.
So he's too quick for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I feel like boxing has never went out, bro. I feel like Jake Paul, he has brought attention back to the sport. But there was always good boxing. I've always been into boxing. UFC came out.
I think Jake Paul made boxing fun again.
And I never really liked UFC because
boxing used to be boring. But now that I see all these little social media dudes wanting to box each other, it gives it more entertainment. Like, I want to see these little niggas knock each other out. But
I never really liked fucking MMA or whatever, because I didn't like when they could like knee you to the face and elbow and shit like that, right? I felt like
that's all fair.
I know, but I feel like if we gonna be in the ring and shit, we gonna have to have some rules. That type of shit can kill a motherfucker. Now, if we was on the streets and we doing that type of shit, it don't matter. But like, damn, bro, we can't be watching shit like that. Like, that's kind of brutal.
Nah, when it's the ultimate fight, all is fair. Because I used to kick niggas in the nuts. I don't give a fuck.
I feel it. I ain't gonna sit up here and say you wrong or you right, but damn, nigga, like that shit is just a little too brutal.
Nah, but like you said, they gotta draw the line somewhere.
So what you think about Charlo and Jamel?
Damn.
I mean Canelo. My fault.
No, that's gonna be a fight of the year. It's coming up this year, next month. Huh?
Yeah, next month. That's gonna be a dope one.
Yeah, that's gonna be the fight of the year.
Sold out. Sure. Everybody drunk that night. Dope.
You think Charlo's ready though? From his last fight going in this quick?
Man, I don't feel like Charlo's gonna be ready for Canelo, man. I would not bet with Charlo on this one.
Canelo stays ready, and I'm like, damn.
Well, you know, Canelo, he just, he's something different. You know what I mean? He ain't.
He looks hella soft, but that nigga's.
I'm just saying, the Canelo, man, he'll be in the gym working on one punch for 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? The right hook, the left hook. He one of them type of niggas that, man, when he hits you with it, it's gonna be all knuckle to your jaw or your temple. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna hurt. He one of them type of punchers. Bivol, he was more big and he was more. I don't think that was a good night for Canelo. Just like I don't think it was a good night for Earl Spence Jr. either versus Crawford. I feel like they just had off nights. I feel like.
So what? Do you think that shit's fixed or what? That's coming up.
Those type of things. I definitely feel like those fights are fixed. I feel like those fights are fixed because they already talked before the fight happened. So I think that they know that if they go have another fight, right? They're gonna make more money, double the money,
like
triple.
How do you have headliners fighting that quick?
But it's just more money, bro. I think that hell yeah, those fights are fixed. Like you gonna whoop me the first time, the next time
it keeps it a series and shit.
Yeah, it makes you more money.
Damn.
It fills out the stadium multiple times, not just once. If we just fight one time, whatever we do, and then I could let you just whoop my ass like one time.
You seen what's the name was calling him out during his fight too. Bud Crawford was calling
Charlo out.
Yeah.
But see, Charlo and Crawford, they gonna have their time. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no rush in that. They gonna have their time. They definitely gonna have their time. You know what I'm saying?
Shit's getting spicy, man.
Yeah, like Gervonta Davis, the other little UFC dude, kind of know whatever Mealy, whatever the fuck his name is. You want to see him, but you know, everybody gonna have their time. But Gervonta Davis fighting that UFC dude, good night. Good night. You know what I'm saying? Dude going to sleep. Gervonta Davis is a different type of animal, man. You know what I will say? There's better fighters than him when I've been paying attention. They just don't get as much promotion.
That's what I was saying. Like you only see the big guys fight. You don't see them little underdogs.
Yeah, there is better fighters, bro. There definitely is. They're younger. You know what I'm saying? First of all, that's the big word, younger. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. It's some crazy shit going on, man.
Yeah, like you said though, I'm just glad they keeping boxing alive, man.
I love the shit. I love the sport, man. I love MMA too, but I can't go with MMA over boxing because I grew up on Tyson. I grew up when Mike Tyson fighting.
That's my favorite fighter.
You got the whole block full of cars.
For sure.
Everybody didn't bring a pack of beer, and
we used to steal the cable to watch them fights.
Oh,
for sure.
Bro.
Allegedly, man.
Yeah, 10 niggas going half or 10 ways on that fight, man.
Facts.
For real, them fights used to be expensive as fuck. Nigga,
WrestleManias and all that shit.
For real, the WrestleManias don't even get into the wrestling, bro. You got a million niggas on the wrestling. What else you got up for us? Is that it for you?
Yeah,
I'm out of gas.
God, really.
Hell yeah, man. But hey man, y'all stay safe out there, man. It's a dope episode with my nigga Busy Mac.
Log in, like, subscribe, all that.
Hell yeah, man. Hey, by the way, man, we got a lot of promotion coming y'all way. Y'all just wait and see. Thank y'all for rocking with us. And like I said, y'all stay safe out there and always get money. Don't ever fall off, man.
Let's get it.